Hey guys, happy Sunday. Welcome back to the live stream, guys. We are over on the pay to win account and we are going to make some progression in here. We're going to go through, we're going to finish out the Misty Valley. We're going to get some more copies of Mishka so we can finish her out. We already have her at, I believe, Mythic Plus at this point. Got her up to that plus 30 signature item, got some gear on her. So we've been utilizing her. So in total, we do need, I believe, 3 more copies. I think we need 3 more copies. So if we can pull 1 out of the Misty Valley, we can get 2 out of desired hero summons. We have 23,000 diamonds. So we'll be able to completely max her out to Ascended. And then it is moving right over to the Graveborn. I'm looking at Treznar. Already have all of his food right here. Just need copies to go ahead and finish him out. And then we'll be caught up on all of the regular faction accounts. So let's see who we got here. We got King of Death, Minecraft, Devon is here. Dark Blaine, Geeky, Wolfa, and King Bibby as well. Again, we're going to run through, we're going to finish out the rest of our Voyage of Wonder with the Misty Valley. Make sure, guys, like I've said before, you guys finish this out in its entirety. You get so much loot out of here. It is kind of crazy to see the amount of loot that you do pull out of here. Not only the cards themselves, but also all of the loot that you get out of the last chest. It's crazy. The sheer price of engraving mats in this game is still really high. We know the engraving mats is super expensive. So anything that you can get for free, absolutely. Doing really well today. I just got done ice skating. My daughter is in figure skating, so we went to that this morning. And it is snowing here, guys. If you guys are in the US, if you guys are in or around anywhere kind of in the United States, we got snow today. That is right, the first snow. So this one, I think we had to kill 2 backline enemies first. Backline enemies, guys, one of the biggest and easiest way to kill backline enemies is, of course, with Gwen. She's a monster. Same with Iran. It's easy to do it with both of these heroes, but I'm hoping we can kill, again, backline burning down first, which I don't think we did. I think we might have killed Belinda first on this one. So let's see. We'll pull Hendrik out of here, or Strild out of here, because we don't want to see the knockback. But there, the back line is engulfed in flames. Shot number 2. See, I think we still killed Belinda. Jealous 20. Oh, it's 20 right there. Got Granite Ascended. Yeah, Granite is pretty good, especially with the signature item. So that's really the big thing with Granite, is getting that plus 30 signature item. He is pretty strong with that. I'm wondering if moving down here, if we can take out these 2 targets first. Yeah, I still think Belinda died on that one, which is crazy. Ascended Treznar today. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. Treznar has, I think a lot of people have been utilizing Treznar, and I haven't seen him much in PvP yet. I know a lot of players that did ascend him. Very cool hero, pretty unique hero in my opinion. A lot of people, again, have been saying he's a pretty solid build. Let's see, they're just using Lucretia here with the 5-pole. That's actually a good formation as well. We'll just pull everyone in here. I forgot I have him testing mode. Let me go do that. Oh, waiting for Leonardo. Yeah, Leonardo is very cool, guys. He's a hero that I think a lot of people are going to love. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with the next dimensional heroes. So we're going to have to see who's going to be up on the docket for the next dimensional heroes, and if they're actually going to do a collaboration. I know a lot of people were kind of upset about the lack of the collaboration on the last ones. So really helping. I'm curious, Skarath or Granite first. Honestly, with that one, Geeky or King Bibby, I would go with Granite. Skarath will do well with the plus 30 signature item, but there by no means is he required. He doesn't seem to put out enough damage to really make a difference with the plus 30 signature item, unless you are running him in the Twisted Realm, which is kind of a requirement, because there he will do quite a bit of damage. But if you look at Granite with his signature item, his plus 30 signature item is huge. It is absolutely, can be game changing with his signature item. And again, Skarath is just a little bit more damage. So that doesn't really make that big of a difference. But Granite has to have it. Granite definitely needs that signature item to really perform at the level you need him to. I think it was Maulers in this one. Greyborn faction has surged in value with Silas and Desire. Yeah, absolutely, Pixel Foxy. We waited for the Graveborn support. If you guys are old school players, we waited for the Graveborn support forever. Honestly, it was such an incredible amount of time that we waited for Graveborn support, and then we finally got Silas. Shortly after, we got Desira, which both of them do really phenomenal. And the Graveborn overall, in my opinion, they're the strongest faction. They have the best heroes, and now with the support heroes, there's nothing that can stop them. I mean, even compare Graveborn to Lightbearer and see exactly where you're at with the combination of those two. The factions are not even remotely close. I would say the only one close to the Graveborn would be the Wilders. Is it 309 that goes for Treznar? Eric, yes. I would say Treznar does have to be built out. A lot of his abilities, especially I think with the immunity he gets, I think that's in the furniture. I think that's with the furniture, is that 9 of 9 furniture that works out well for him. If you don't have him to that level, if he doesn't have that immunity, and that's what we've said this before, a lot of it comes from the immunity. When you look at how good Alna is, it is from the immunity. It makes a huge difference when a hero can go immune versus a hero going crowd control. I think Scrath plus 30 works best if you have got the 9 of 9 to go with it. Oh, yeah, because the 9 of 9 causes 4 down. All heroes in the formation must be the same class. That one we can usually do pretty easy with Rangers. We can drop a Prince of Persia in there. We can drop a Lucretia in there. We'll go with some Athalia in there. See if we can get this one to work. Prince of Persia with the chain stuns. I love the Prince of Persia. I think is a very cool addition, especially there with the chain stuns. It's kind of crazy. Lightbearer is stronger. Yeah, depending on who you built, Chaotic, it really makes a difference because, yeah, definitely Lightbearer could be stronger just based on sheer levels. What got me into AFK Arena? So when I got into AFK Arena, it was actually a video from FG3000. FG3000 does a lot of mobile game reviews, and I was just going through YouTube, and this is before I even did YouTube. I was just literally going through YouTube, and I seen a video. He had a starter video on AFK Arena. I started playing it that night. I tested it out, and that was it. I've been hooked to this game for it's been like 2.5 years now that we've been into AFK Arena. Such a cool game, and I played so many games, and nothing caught my attention like AFK Arena, but that was the gateway. Started watching some Vulcan videos after that, and that was it, guys. It's been hooked ever since. 2.5 years later, here we are. I think Silas is a tad bit better than Desira for the high amount of healing, but swapping out for Desira. Yeah, absolutely, Pixel. The big thing with Desira that players do not like is Desira's healing works well. The damage mitigation works well. But Desira is a hero that is very slow to get that oceanic mist up. And that's kind of the problem. So if you're facing a crowd control team, yes, it will work with Desira and it will work well. If you're fighting a team that has burst damage, Desira will not work at all. You will be bursted down long before Desira has the ability to actually heal your team, which kind of sucks because that's the point of the hero. But like I said, you'll get bursted down long before you'll have the ability to survive. Thane counters Flora paired with Rain. Yeah, Flora is a pain. If you guys haven't noticed, if you fought a Flora stage, you know the pain of Flora. They have made him a little bit easier, but overall, it's kind of crazy with the Flora stages. There's still the stages that everybody absolutely hates is the Flora stages. which this one I think we're going to be close. We didn't make the seconds on there. This one usually just requires quite a bit of a burst team, which we know not many other heroes burst very much compared to Ainz and Iran. Literally can stack them together. And maybe, oh, Den stole all of our energy. This is usually a pretty good one. The other one that kind of bursts is if you run with Rowan, because he'll make Ainz ult faster. If we can get the ult off. But usually a good solid comps for Da Vinci. So Da Vinci, I've seen him used in a couple solid combinations with Mahira. So Mahira works well. I've also seen Da Vinci in a combination by himself with Khazard. One of the big things, guys, is with Khazard, this plus 30 signature item increases the duration of negative debuffs by 60%. That will make Da Vinci last 60% longer, which is crazy to think of the crowd control that he has. See here, they used Iran and they used both the heroes we have in there. But that's always been a really good, strong combination in there because of the dynamic of them. I like the combination of those two together with Da Vinci. What if you use Treznar with Ullard? I feel like they kind of make a combo. Yeah, and with Ullard, he is very particular. If you guys seen my last Lightbearer video, Geeky, using Ullard with Hendrik, I made Hendrik immune on the Lightbearer account, which we built him out as well. So it was interesting to see because Hendrik would tank almost the entire enemy team, and that was it. He would just tank everybody because he had the immunity. Plus he had his own immunity. It was pretty interesting to see what you can do. Ullard's kind of a unique hero. I just wish he did some damage. As a mage, Ullard almost does 0 damage, which kind of sucks because I would like to see a mage do a little bit of damage, but he usually does not do really any damage at all. And this one, we just swap a couple different heroes in here. What's going on, Levi? Thank you for joining us. I wish I got into AFK Arena earlier. Yeah, anytime's really a good time, especially because they garrison heroes. You can get most heroes, Leonardo and Tassie, you can get most heroes relatively easy because you can garrison them. We need Leonardo and we needed, I believe it was Tassie. We'll just stay with this one. That'll work. Does the next dimensional hero show up if you buy Arthur? No, it does not, Isaiah. So if you buy out Arthur, you actually get emblems of space within the shop. So once Arthur is built, that slot turns to emblems of space, which is really good because once he is built, you want the emblems of space. That is going to build the signature item when it comes to your dimensional heroes. So you definitely want to build out Arthur. Same with the Challenger store. You want to build out Merlin as soon as you can, guys. Both of those heroes are super solid heroes within AFK Arena. I would definitely recommend building either of those out pretty much as soon as you can. They're both strong enough and both they perform well enough that I would build both of them out, and they're the priority. When you look at the priority in AFK Arena, they're the two. And this one again, look at Ullard back here, guys. Just a pain to deal with the immunity. Because even with the hero like Ainz, which Ainz is literally just dodging everything back there, but with the immunity that they provide, it's kind of crazy with Ullard. I think he could have a lot of functionality outside of what players use him for. And look at the immunity right here again. And running that immunity with Taylene, of course, very difficult because you have to try to get through. Look, Ainz can't do anything. They're just literally sitting there immune, which I don't like the combination down here. So we're going to swap out another hero. Let's throw Granite in here. Just because I know Scrag will take less damage. And we're not going to burn down Namitsu. Yeah, Flora is really frustrating, guys. And that's what everybody has said. The combination of Flora is hard to deal with. she is a hero to hard hero to deal with. Slows the movement speed. Wouldn't use red cards on him. Yeah, definitely save those red cards. What's going on? Black Turtle Rabbit Pink. Interesting name there, but thanks for joining us. Yeah, Treznar and the Mauler Invade. I like that combination. I want to build out Treznar, and I want to see exactly how he's going to work. I could see him with Ulard. I could see him in a couple different formations. Achieve without mage or support. So no mage, there we go. No support, there we go. So we've got to achieve victory. This is usually a pretty solid choice to achieve victory with no major support. But we can also do this one as well. Should have put together the 5-pull, but you usually get this one done with some crowd control. And I still have issues with Iran dying almost every single time. Oh, that's right. Remember, Aziz is support, guys. I didn't even think about it. Support. And Sidlax let me borrow his Zolrath. Thinking of 2 more desired pulls. I'm going to get Sophia to Ascended, then Titus to Mythic. That'll work. Geeky, I like Sophia. I still utilize Sophia. A lot of players did drop Sophia out of the 5-pull to add Queen in there. I like the viability of both of them, but I still do use Sophia for most of the pulls. I stopped playing randomly 4 months ago, but still enjoy it. Oh, well, thanks for joining us. We have a couple players that don't play AFK Arena anymore and still join us for the streams. It's awesome. It's very cool to see. The game has changed a lot. I mean, honestly, the dynamic of AFK Arena has changed considerably, even over the last couple months. Not sure exactly what they're going to do in an attempt to bring players back. It's going to be interesting to see kind of what they're planning for the future of the game, is my thought. G-Ball, you can garrison Eins. So you can actually get Eins out of there, which is good. It's always good to have Eins. Eins and Lucretia are really the 2 heroes that are the biggest priority, just because of the sheer damage they do, guys. No hero can really compete outside of those 2. And Lucretia is a hero that you don't need a team with. That's what I stress with a lot of people. Build Lucretia first, because she does not need a team to support her. She can have the entire team die and still win matches, and win matches very easily. How built should Leonardo be? I have enough to get him to 33. So yeah, Grez you want to build to a plus 30. He ultimately Grez with the Twisted Realm you want to build, but Leonardo, the plus 20 works well. The 3 of 9 works well, but the big thing with him is depending on what team comp, if you're relying on him for crowd control. So if you're relying on Leonardo for crowd control, that 9 of 9 furniture gives a massive buff to the damage that they're going to do. All heroes placed on the front line must be Rangers, which we'll swap a couple Rangers in here. There we go. We'll just see if we can win it with this. See what the Prince of Persia can do. Nope. Front line is Rangers, which front line is Rangers. That'll work. Yeah, Leonardo is good. Yeah, the 9 of 9 furniture on Leonardo is awesome, guys, because of the damage increase. That 45% damage increase. And most of the time, like I was saying, Leonardo is usually built with a stall team, like a Mahira team, or built with a Khazard team. You want to be able to do that 45% more damage while you're doing the crowd control in there. In the tower, my Lucy team doesn't have enough power at floor 248. Who would you build next to raise my power limit? Aziz, Mahira, or... honestly, Ben, one of the easiest ones in there to do the tower that makes a really big difference is Zolrath. Zolrath is pretty strong. If you're looking for a tank, Mizal's a good choice. But out of the tower, Lucretia is good. Aziz works well because he provides energy to Lucretia even then. Mahir and Khazard kind of go together, but out of those, Mortis is awesome in the tower. I know we don't really build Mortis that high, but Mortis does really well because Mortis will buff Lucretia, allowing them to do some crazy amount of damage because she picks up the buff that he carries, which is really good. It does do a significant amount of damage in there with the buff that he carries. What do you think about Treznar? I would say yes. I mean, it seems like a lot of people have been building Treznar and have been doing well with Treznar. I would say yes right now, just because it seems like he is working well. Boom, all 3 achievements right there, which will do it for the Misty Valley, guys. Who here is in Discord? I'm signed into the server, but I don't know anyone. I'm shy to post. King Bibley, post anything in there. If hop in Discord, a lot of people are in Discord that come in chat. A ton of information. I know Lazarus is usually in there. Javid's usually in there. We have a lot of different players that are always in Discord. Just put your information in there. If people are mean in Discord, and I'll give you the warning now, if they're mean in Discord, if they're rude, if they're disrespected, a lot of the mods in there will just ban them. We've blocked a couple players because of that. You know, I want a safe place where everyone can ask questions, which is the reason we started Discord. But yeah, it'll work in there. So this is my layout for the treasure trove. We'll just cover this really quick. Of course, if you need essence or if you need EXP, really your choice. Out of here, of course, you get diamonds all the time. You get guild coins all the time. Twisted essence. Here, elite stones. These could be celestials. These could be hypogen heroes. Red chest, biggest priority. All 3 of the other ones you can buy. Tier 3, they are the most expensive to get out of there. Red chest, again. Heroes, look for a hero that you're looking for. Primarily making sure you fill Rowan, you fill, Raku, you fill a couple of them, you fill Kren, a couple of the primary heroes first, and then of course the engraving mats. You want to go with the elemental cores. They are very expensive to pick up, and to get them in any quantity, this is really the place to get them. Then of course tier 3 stones. So boom, there is our collection out of here. So we're going to hop in, we're going to do our summons that gave us a lot, guys. Look at that. And we got a brand new subscriber to the channel. Thank you very much for the sub. We are well over 20,000 subscribers. We are at like 20,500 plus, which is absolutely crazy. We've been making a lot of progression, but look at that, guys. 28. So this is what we picked out of the Misty Valley. 10,000 essence. That is right, guys. Almost 11,000 essence out of there, which is crazy. That is what we wanted. We're still looking at levels. We're trying to hit that level, that 500 level mark, which we are getting much closer to. But 500 level, 500 is what we're looking for right now. All right, guys. So that gives us 11 elite hero stones. I'm hoping that we get a couple solid heroes out of here, including Mishka. We still need 2 copies of Mishka. We get, let's see, look at that, another copy of Titus, and we get Alna. Very nice. So a double celestial heroes out of there. We got Walker, which of course is kind of what it is, but a little bit of food. But look at that, guys. An Alna and a Titus. Very cool to see both of those heroes out of a couple stones. That is why we pull, and that is why I choose to get the elite stones out of there, is for those specific heroes. So I wonder if that gives us another copy of Alna, guys. That will take her to 2 stars, significantly increasing the amount of damage she's going to do because she's already at a plus 60 engraving, which is awesome. So that adds a 2nd star onto her. And then that takes Titus, of course, to Elite Plus. Very cool. Yeah, Kale, any question, just go ahead and throw it in there. Got Ascended Twins, Alna, Zorath, Taline, Wukong, Lucretia. Which Celestial next? AMX, you got most of the main ones. Athelia, I definitely want to get. And the big reason is Athelia and also Zafriel. These 2 in particular, you have to have enough damage for the Celestial Tower. Moriel is not going to be enough damage. That is the reason why we built out Athalia, why I continue to build Athalia. We need more damage for the tower. We don't have enough. We don't have enough damage for the tower. I've gotten Bare Bones Lucretia team in the making. Lucretia, Iran, Skarath at. How good is my team? Yeah, that's a good team. I would definitely. Geeky, that is a really solid team. That is one that a lot of players will run. Lucretia, Iran, Skarath, Sophia, Lorzen. Good team. Sometimes they'll sub in Lorzen out there for Leica, just to kind of create the super cycle a little bit faster. It seems like we get less diamonds nowadays. Really, Levi, a lot of it is the events. The redemption codes, I haven't seen very many redemption codes at all lately. But ultimately, we only have 8. Yeah, the diamonds. So in a course of a week, we got 23,000 diamonds, which I do have the daily or the monthly cards. That's all that we bought. So a lot of people wonder what we pick up. We picked up the monthly cards. I have both of these, and that's it. We got nothing. I didn't do any of the noble societies. They're all still locked. This is all that we picked up. But I mean, this is pretty good rewards every day for the value. Honestly, I think it's a really good value for what you get out of there. Yeah, we need a good code. We need something. It seems like they've been giving us a lot of resource codes. So what I'm saying by that is when you look at a code that we've gotten, it's been a lot of, the guild coins, it's been a lot of the barracks tokens, the labyrinth tokens, but overall diamonds, it hasn't really been that solid with the codes that they've been giving us. And the last one I think was 200 diamonds, which was kind of ridiculous. They drop a code for 200 diamonds. I think it would be more work to even make the code. So companion points, we got 337. So we get about 300 in a week, which is good. Hoping we get an elite out of here, but we can always use the food, guys. Because remember, the food we are recycling. We use our rickety cart to recycle all of this food that we don't use. So even though we're not using it, it's still pretty good to get the food out of here. There we go, guys. Another elite. Hopefully it's Mishka. It is. Copy of Respin. Then we have 2 pulls here. We have 4 in total, but we need 2 for Mishka. I'm hoping we can get 2 for these pretty quick. I don't want to burn through all of our diamonds on this one. There we go. So that is 1. So we need 1 more copy of Mishka, and she will be done. And a double. I didn't want to pull an extra copy, but we got one. That's okay. Because that leaves us 1 copy there. And that will bring up, again, just moving right down the line, that'll bring up our new Graveborn. But we did get the extra copy of Mishka, and we also added another star on Respin. He is almost done, guys. Almost all the heroes we have are done. So there is a Ascended Mishka. Already got that plus 30 signature item. Have to get some furniture so we can throw some furniture on her. But that concludes the Wilders. Guys, that is all 15 of the Wilders that are built. So we'll hop over to Tresnar. See if we can pull 1 quick copy for him. I'd like to see. Look at that. 7 rare cards out of that one. Some more rare cards. So this will be our final one. And we got 1 Stargazer pull. There it is, guys. Thoughts on Helios. So a lot of players with Helios, a lot of guildies got him built. Seems like he was pretty good in the Abyssal Expedition, but most players are not using Helios at that time. Oh, we don't have him. It seems, and I'm not sure, I don't think Sheen Evil is here. I don't know many players that are using him. He kind of fills maybe a very small niche. I haven't seen him built into any metacomps. I haven't seen him really in a lot of formations, which usually if he's broken, if he's very meta, a lot of players will put him right into formations. I haven't seen him very many places, unfortunately. So we are still looking for Zolrath at this point, guys. I think that's what we're looking for. Yep, so there's Zolrath. We have 1 single pull. Let's see if we can get lucky. Just some more resources, which is okay because that brings us 1 closer to getting him built. There's some more food. We still got K-Sauce we have to build, but I think about everybody else, Lightbearer, we got Walker. We need 1 copy of Walker, and Walker will be done as well. Crazy. Crazy to see how many heroes we got built out. How did your abysmal run go? So this is the last day push. I'll give you guys kind of a... So we were 26 going into the last day. So this is the very last day push. It is quiet time. Looking at the leaderboard, guys, the total damages, we are number 5 right now, which I believe there are a couple hours left. I think that's all we got left. We have 5 hours left, and we are ranked number 5 right now, guys, for the Abyssal Expedition. So we're going to make it into the top 10. Hopefully, if we can hold it. I don't know how many players are still holding out for the stamina, but there might be, and I'm sure there will be, a very final push at the end. Again, Zoe, Helios, I don't know that many people that really ran to build him, making me think that he's not super effective or not super efficient because they didn't run out and build him. Use K-Sauce as food. I don't have anyone left, Ben. I don't have anyone left to essentially build in the faction. Even there, I just built this food, but we have K-Sauce right here, which we'll go ahead and make sure. It's going to be interesting to see who's coming. I think it's going to be, a lot of people are saying a Celestial. But there is K-Sauce built. So just a little bit more food. We have his copies, and he will be done. Yeah, I'm hoping like I said, we got a couple more hours, and we'll see if there's a final push that's coming with that. Chapter 37, is there a way to get through without the 5 call and Thorn Cheese? Chris, if you don't have the 5-star call, you do have to run a 5-man team with the Thorn Cheese. So that's what a lot of players do. If you have that 5-star call, you can run the 3. You can run Lorzan, Kelthar, and Thorin. If you don't, you have to run a 5-man team, which a lot of players, Chris, will drop in Aziz in there. Aziz for the energy regeneration. Even if he dies, you still get the extra energy regeneration within that Thorn Cheese comp. So over the week, again, we got 18,000 Poe coins, which still looking for Zolrath. Still want to build out Athalia. She's at 6 and 9 already, which is awesome. I got to build up our buddy Saurus right here up a little bit higher, just for the fact that we need to get him stronger for the Twisted Realm. So I'm hoping we'll get some mythic pieces, which there we go, guys. 1 right off the bat for Mishka. That gives her 1. I'm hoping it's going to be a piece or 2 for Athalia, is what I would like to see. But I think we're at about 350 mythic pieces of furniture already. There is a piece for Kelthar. I want to build his furniture as well, just because we do use him in that Thorn Cheese comp. And I feel like having him a little bit stronger, even when he goes to that spectral form, makes a difference. It does make a little bit of a difference having him built in there. So there we go. So we got Respin, we got Kelthar to 1, and we got to add in our new hero. We'll see, and he is already in the Wilder Tower right here. Or she, we'll drop in. There we go. 349 with the ones that we just got. I believe that is going to be 350 plus, which is awesome. So Mishka, go ahead and add, throw some furniture on her. 349, but when you go back and back in, I believe we're at 351. Very nice. Yeah, so we seen in Dolly's update that there was a new hero coming. A lot of people have said new Celestial hero or Hypogen hero. A lot of people have said Lightbearer hero. It's going to be interesting to see exactly who's going to come. I'd like to know, is there any good guide on how to pass the Trials of God in the game for 2 years? The Trials of God. So if you're struggling with the Trials of God, Kale, if you go to my channel, I have a section of my channel. There's actually a little section of the channel labeled guides. Or if you do a YouTube search, I have every trial of God in there to go ahead and go through all the trials of God. I have the team comps that I use. Most of them I do show kind of an alternate team comp in there. But I went through and showed what trials I chose, which heroes I used. I have all of the guide section. I have them both. I got Leonardo da Vinci, but I don't have Merlin and Arthur. I could have both. Was it smart? Yeah, Merlin you want to build. Arthur you want to build. Jonah, they are two heroes that you're going to utilize. Lately, a lot of players have been dropping Arthur out of formations. They haven't been utilizing Arthur. But like I said, the big thing with Arthur is if you're building Arthur within here, you want these guys. You have to build Arthur to get these emblems of space, especially because we have 11 dimensional heroes. You're not going to use all your red chests to build up your dimensional heroes. You are going to utilize these emblems of space that you're buying out of here. This should be your number one priority out of the Labyrinth store. Once you buy Arthur, this is your number one priority, guys, followed by Wukong. So you want to build out Arthur. You want to buy your emblems of space because that is going to be the feeder, which is going to go in here for all of your plus 30 signature items, is going to come from the emblems of space that you get out of there. Anybody holding out now, just slow rolling? Yeah. A lot of players sandbag the campaign. We're at 37.46, but a lot of players do, as you can see, even a lot of the players in here are guildies. Looks like Mickey's in here as well. But a lot of people just stop at 37 because 37 is the pre-nerfed. 37 is the pre-nerf territory. So this is ultimately where we have not seen a nerf within AFK Arena, but it takes a lot of time. And a lot of people don't realize I've been running Albedo in here with Lucretia, and a viewer told me try this, and it works pretty well because you can throw the barricade on. You can throw the barricade on Albedo, and it works pretty well because she will keep Lucretia up. So I've tried it a couple times, and as you can see, it's a pretty strong combination. Boom. These were stages that we were stuck on, so 1.73 billion damage. Then we get right back to these stages, guys. So we're going to pull our formations. I actually built a couple formations up in here, which I believe it is going to be the first. I don't know where the other. I try to pre-make all my formations so I can equip gear on them and everything else. But it's weird because all the first formations are gone. 1 through 5 is gone. That's okay. So the formations that we've been utilizing, the 5 pull right there. This one was the Eins formation. Again, I set all of these up before. But see, that doesn't work right. This was the last formation. I think it screwed my formations up. I think that's good now. All right, so we're going to go through. We're going to answer a lot of questions, guys, because this one we are just going to let it run. And again, running Albedo in here. It's crazy how well that works. But then this formation, did we... Oh, we didn't use Albedo. That's why. Let's go back and we'll redo this. Again, it seems like I had all those formations in here. I'm not sure where they went, but in here, a lot of players do run Queen as well. And then this one, we are running Albedo. There we go. We got booted in the 6th on the final push. Oh, that sucks, Ben. It kicked you out, which she won it there, even without running Albedo in there. Problem is, Aziz is in my Mahira comp. Only way to get her working. Finally found a comp where he ults, but he doesn't get the damage. Oh, so you're running Aziz in that comp. The Thorn Cheese is going to be difficult without having that 5-star call. Hopefully out of the Lost Sigils event that is coming up, you can get the copy of the 5 call or the 5-star call, which would be awesome. I got Leonardo da Vinci. I could have gotten Merlin. Yeah, like I said, Jonah, you're gonna buy Arthur and you're gonna get Merlin out of there. You want to get them essentially. One of my main comps at the moment is Gwen, Arthur, Rowan, Rose, Prince. I wonder if I can replace Prince with Da Vinci. Probably not. The big thing with Prince is Prince has the chain stuns. And that's what so many people love, is the ability to chain stun is crazy strong. Which for some reason, so many players in these formations really focus on Joker. And if you guys have watched any of my videos, I've tried Joker in so many different ways. I have not been able to, and still cannot get him to do a ton of damage. He dies out really quick, and I've always seen him die really quick. But overall, I feel like I've been missing something with Joker, and I've always kind of been missing something with Joker. Which then, again, a lot of players drop in Arthur in this formation. And I might swap. Might just have to swap Joker out. And like I said, I've tried him a ton of times, and I can never get him to work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with him, but yeah, Leonardo is good. Like I said, a lot of players do run Leonardo, and they run him specifically with Khazard to get that really big duration to the bonuses. The bonuses for the crowd control durations. And normally, guys, these formations, 5 to 10 minutes. It's pretty standard, I guess, to run the formations. Honestly, I think I could make the case that Arthur with Morrow could be really good. Yeah, Arthur and Morrow. Arthur's pretty good with a couple different combinations. Arthur can work well with a lot of formations, though we've seen players just dropping Arthur out. I haven't seen really Arthur having the utilization that he used to. It seems like a lot of players have dropped him out of a lot of formations, is what I'm seeing, which is pretty surprising, honestly. I'm surprised how fast Albedo is dying in here. But it is kind of a unusual team comp that you're fighting here. But Prince is just chain stunning. And even there, that's like, what, 5 alts? I think, what, 3 alts, 4 alts? From Ainz. Just got to get the RNG to work. Sorry, I subscribed only a couple weeks ago. I enjoy your video and live streams a while. Never noticed. Oh, that's okay. Primos, thanks for subbing to the channel. I'm in chapter 37.3, but my level heroes are only 369. How long do you think I'll be waiting to push? Really depends, Sean. So when it comes to progression, and this is again where a lot of players kind of get stuck, is with progression, the lower your level is, the longer it's going to take you. Oh, see you later, Pixel. Have a good day. That's really the big thing. So a lot of players will intentionally just kind of sandbag stages because they don't want to spend, an incredible amount of time running the same stages over and over and over again. There's some players that'll run certain stages like this, let's say level deficiency around 200. That'll run this hundreds of times. That's really the big thing, is they will run stages because of the level deficiency, hundreds, even some players I've seen thousands of times to get the RNG to work. In my opinion, I don't want to spend that much time running the campaign. The only time that I run the campaign is for literally 30 minutes to an hour once a week, and that is it, guys. What we do here on the live stream, every single stage of the chapters have been completed here on the live streams because I want to share it with you. It gives me an opportunity to talk to you guys, to have some content, and also have conversations. That's what I love. If I upgrade tier 2 Greyborn gear to tier 3, Ainz, do I get the 30% faction boost or not? With the tier gear, so if you upgrade a tier 2 piece, it has to be specific to the hero. So let's say, for instance, I have tier 3 here on Prince of Persia. If I move his tier 3 over to, let's say, Joker, Joker will only get the tier 2 gear. It does give you that 30% bonus, but he does not get the benefit of the tier 3 gear because the tier 3 gear is not his. That's kind of the way that the tier gear is set up. It only offers the bonus. I'll show you here. So he has the tier 3 gear. If I put this on another hero, they only get the tier 2 gear. If I put it on another dimensional hero, from my understanding, it gets the tier 2 bonus plus the 30%, which is the advantage on there. Have you tried an auto clicker? I have not been. And the reason for it is I know a lot of people just run macros through AFK Arena. I don't want to. That's the reason we do everything here live. I could go through these stages and literally macro it thousands of times. I could use an auto clicker and just let it run, hundreds of times. I could just let it run thousands of times and finish out the stages eventually, but I'm not really too concerned with making progression in the campaign that heavily. I feel like I'd rather sit here and kind of go through the game with you guys than just literally auto clicking everything. You know what, let's try Ezio in here. Or nobody, that'll work too. Sometimes with Ezio's dodge, it does work pretty well. Especially if Ainz can get them low. A lot of times Ezio can finish them off a lot earlier. Especially Nemitsu. Fighting Nemitsu in the campaign can be pretty difficult. He's usually pretty tough to deal with because of totems. Everybody's running around trying to kill the totems. And I like the Merlin boost, but even then, I mean, they're dying way too early here. Which this is the formation. Like I said, I use AFK Helper for quite a bit in a bunch of different formations that we've kind of worked through. And this is the formation that I have here, 3748. Again, I love using AFK Helper. I think it's awesome that they built like an entire database around getting these heroes together, which this one they use. I'm just looking at the formation really quick. Let me see. We know the first one works, and we know the first one works easy. Because looking at 3748, this first one, they're actually using the Ainz comp. They're using this one specifically here and running with the one that we had. So it was the formation we had, just in the wrong order. And then the Prince, which we had again. We'll get the formations right. So they were running the Prince of Persia in here, which I absolutely love. I think he is such a very cool hero. And then the same with Joker. We'll see how this one works. Look at him, guys. He's just stunning everyone. Literally everyone in the entire battle. Look at that. That is why we build the Prince of Persia, guys. 374, but even 374 million. The stuns in that one were absolutely crazy. Now, this one was actually set up with our most friendly formation, which is this one. Hope you all are healthy and happy. Yeah, absolutely, guys. And look, Thor and Cheese, can we get it? First try, Thor and Cheese, guys. There we go, Chris. So you were talking a little bit about it. We have the 5 call, we have the Dura's call on all 3 of the heroes. Thorin, she's 1.5 billion damage. Crazy, crazy amount of damage with that Thorin cheese, guys. It is very cool to see. Now, this one was Alna Grez. So we have our Alna Grez team in here, which is right here. And then the next one, we have the 5 pull. And then the final one. So this one, we're going to go with Alna Grez because this is what we were building. Yeah, the Prince is awesome, guys. That's why I've said from the beginning, the Prince of Persia is very strong, especially with the crowd control. He can just chain crowd control over and over and over and over again with being built. Which here we just have Warwick is a tough to take down as well. 1.57 billion. Grez is used in the Twisted Realm. Grez is used in the campaign, guys. It's a very strong hero to build. Oh, see you later, Philip. Have a good day. Yeah, Thorin came in clutch, guys. Thorin is such a strong hero to use. And here again with Lucretia. She's just another hero that's just broke. It's similar to Ainz. It's just completely broke. How fast she ults, how much damage she does. She just laughs when she kills everyone. 1.64 billion damage. Just like that. It's crazy to see. And this one, of course, Mahira and Oden. So good combination with this. And I love the idea of running Talene with this formation. Just because every time Talene dies, she's going to come right back. Oh, what's going on, Arnon? Thank you for joining us. I have Damon, Sophia, Brutus, Maro, Gwen at Mythic Plus. I have 1 elite copy for each, but I can't get the other 2 elite copies. Honestly, Jonah, it just takes time. That's it. Which I think someone else said that. It does just take time. You know, you'll have some RNG with the summons. When you get lucky with a solid summons, you'll make a lot of progression. Once you get 1 or 2 of those heroes built up, again, you'll make a lot of solid progression in a very short amount of time. You just have to do more summons. AFK Arena is a game that's not going to be won overnight. It takes a considerable amount of time, which there we go, guys. 37-48, done. So moving on up, we're still going to run this formation again with Albedo. Should I try to get my Talene to Mythic or wait to get Wukong built first for the Celestial Tower? I would do Talene. Wukong, I've tried. Wukong, I even have built here. He's at 5 stars. Wukong is not very good at all, guys. As many free copies as they want to give us over and over and over, it doesn't really make that big of a difference with Wukong. I was hoping they'd do a little more viability. I was hoping they'd do, you know, a little more survivability for him. But unfortunately for Wukong, he just doesn't have it. He doesn't have it at all. Which sucks because, like I said, they give us so many free copies of him, and I have not been able to really effectively make him work forever. Wukong, unfortunately. My new go-to team comp for single battle stage is Prince, Alna Front, and Ainz, Rowan, Albedo. Yeah, that's a really strong combination because you have Albedo in there to boost Ainz. You have Rowan in there to support. You're building a formation right there, Paul, which is ideal. So the big part with that is you're focusing with that team on the primary, which is Ainz to ult. Alna's going to provide the immunity, which is awesome. You have Prince, which is going to provide crowd control and also get the immunity from Alna. You want to focus on Ainz to ult. That's all you're looking to do, Ainz to ult, and that will work perfectly. That's exactly what you want to do with the team that you're building. We'll try this a couple more. We can always swap it out to the Grez comp. We can swap it out to the Ainz comp. Couple different formations, but getting through Brutus's shield here is usually pretty tough. But this formation actually worked. It worked last time with Prince. Don't know if it's going to work as well because of Entendre. Entendre, guys, is a hero that goes straight to the back line. So it can be devastating for heroes. You'll see her come right across, and then she goes right to this back line, which again can be pretty devastating. Let's try the combination that you were just talking about. So there's Ulna Prince. And remember, if Prince dies, he comes back. If he dies again, he comes back. It's very cool to see. There he is again, guys. Prince just all over the board. Do you have any team for the last boss at the Cursed Realm? Honestly, it's whatever you have left. So we know a lot of those combinations in there work very well, but most of the time you have very few or no heroes left at a point. I think we got this one down. Still throwing pans in there. Yeah, the last one is always hidden. The thing with the Cursed Realm is you can just look at Crying Clown. You can look at the last week and just see what they were using. It's a very easy process of elimination because of the heroes that we have in there. Boom, there's an ult. A couple more stuns. Oh, we just need a one more ult, but we got the totem right there. We should be able to get this one down. Does Albedo boost Ainz? Yes, Albedo does boost Ainz. It's very, very strong. She is a dimensional hero, just a superstar. Which look at the stuns, guys. Just need Ainz to nuke a little bit faster. But even looking at this team dynamic, we have a heavy shielder with Inoki. We have totems and heals distraction there. We have life leech that K-Sauce is bringing in. And then, of course, Almas, the hulking Trent that does shields and also does healing as well. So it's a pretty strong combination here. I don't know if this team is putting on enough damage to get this down, even though you can see the crowd control. But look at the heals. Because we have heals just everywhere in these combinations. In turn, you can switch just to another formation. Burn team usually works perfectly when you have a strong heal team. If we can get them down. Is Rowan still your favorite? Yes, Rowan is still my favorite, guys. Such a very cool hero. That's why we built him up. We actually took him to a +30 engraving so everyone can drink the potions faster. He is a very unique hero and such a cool hero. Just such a very cool dynamic build. Which here, Lucy might have it. Oh, K-Sauce took her down. Is it okay to see the comps or damage listed casuals did in Abex? Are they really doing 5+ billion damage? So solo, the biggest team comp that we found in there, and all, it's up on Reddit, it's everywhere else, is Entendre ran with Grez. And then, of course, with the twins, with Rowan and the twins, Rowan, and with Mortis. So the big standout hero that we found in there is, of course, Entendre. And look, guys, they're both trying to take down the tree. The mighty tree falls. 37-51. So yeah, that's really the broken combination. And because of it is having the 5.6 or having maxed out relics in the warrior tree, then you just supercharging Lucretia, supercharging Entendre. A couple of those formations are just crazy strong, guys. They're literally crazy, crazy strong with the amount of damage they're putting out. I've been using Mercenary Albedo so far, but I'm going to Garrison one. Yeah, Albedo is broken when it comes to the dimensional hero, guys. And of course, because of one, you need this +30 signature item. The attack rating goes up, which is awesome. But Number 2 is the 3 of 9 furniture gives her a immunity, which is really strong. We've talked about the immunity with heroes before. Any hero that possesses a strong immunity, just like Ulna, will do incredibly well. They do very, very well with the combination of the immunity factor. Which here, Brutus is pretty tough. But I think we can get this one down. And again, I will drop in Prince because I really like him, and Rowan as well. And you'll see the amount of crowd control that Prince is putting out. Once he takes a fatal damage, he does his little step back. Got a question for you. Favorite hero from each faction? Honestly, the light bearers, of course, is Rowan. I love Rowan. Maulers, I like Kren. I've liked Sophia. I've always liked Sophia. Always such a strong hero. Wilders, I like Iran. Iran, we built this account on Iran. He was actually the very first hero that we had. Was the Iran like a combo. That is why we built it, to do the 5 pull off the bat. Which again is a very cool combination between them. Graveborn, I still like Pharrell. I love Pharrell. I love the energy mitigation that he does. You know, he has a lot of utility. I feel like the Graveborn, he probably has one of the most utilities of any hero, even similar to the Prince doing a lot of crowd control. Pharrell will do the same. Pharrell, with the energy disintegration and the amount of crowd control that he brings, is really strong when it goes to when it comes to the crowd control that he puts out. I like the build of him, and Albattle's just getting destroyed right off the bat. Which again, a lot of these just take the RNG. I mean, it really does take the RNG factor to get some of these down. See, there's a nuke and a stun, so literally she's just sitting there. There we go. That is the RNG factor. It doesn't add any value. 3 of 9 is Vito. 9 of 9 is trash. Yeah, for Albedo, a lot of players, the 9 of 9 with her, there's so many other heroes that need, 9 of 9. So even looking here, 80% of the damage caused by the enraged state is converted into health. So even if she goes back up to 100% energy with her 9 of 9 furniture, chances are 1 hit, 2 hit. If she doesn't have this immunity, she's going to be dead. She's going to be dead in a hit, maybe even 2 hits, but usually just 1 hit, she'll be dead. The amount of heroes that need their 9 of 9 furniture, to really be effective, like even looking at Leonardo, his 9 of 9, this is awesome. Enemies that are struck by the ability Work of Art receive 45% more damage for 8 seconds. Running in a team with, of course, his Work of Art ability, running in a team with, let's say, Khazard, that gives a 60% duration increase to that Work of Art ability. 8 seconds, they're getting more damage. In addition to that is, by the time that the Work of Art ability is done, so once this is concluded, remember, you're getting a 60% increase with Khazard out of this. You're getting an 8-second increased damage with this. But by the time that the duration is extended, a lot of times Leonardo can already cast it again, which can kind of just chain the ability, which is what we do with Mihira. And a lot of players have also ran Leonardo with Rose. So big thing with Rose, of course, not only upping the damage of Leonardo, but allowing him to cast Work of Art in a chain manner with Khazard makes a very big difference. I completed stage 16 with 1 session because of 30 summons where I got Gwen. Yeah, Gwen is good, and Pharrell. Like I said, Pharrell is very strong as well. I engraved Pharrell to plus 30, and he's so busted. Yeah, Geeky, absolutely. If you guys have not seen, again, my Graveborn account, buffing Pharrell, this makes a big difference to his crowd control. That's why a lot of players have built Pharrell up. Even with this, any spirits that are summoned due to Pharrell, because remember, the spirits are what do damage, and the spirits do take energy, makes a big difference. Pharrell is a hero that is really strong with that, the 30 engraving and the 90 engraving, or the 60 engraving. Same with Oden. More attack rating, more haste. Why not? He's already one of the strongest, most damage dealing Graveborn heroes there are. To make him get more attack and get more haste is kind of crazy. For PvP, which is better, increasing the crystal level or maxing out the heroes? PvP, it depends. If you're talking about the Legends Championship, this is really the Elder Tree, but I believe in the Championship, the levels are the same. So when you actually fight within here, or within here, the levels are, well, no, they're not the same. I think the Legends Championship, they are, though, for some reason. But honestly, the biggest thing in PvP, I believe, is levels. Right here, I'm ranked 1. I've always been ranked 1 in PvP because of the levels. Even running the similar or running same team comp, my heroes are so much stronger. Even look, the sheer levels, 132 to 73. Yeah, we're in the millions here, again, because of levels. Levels make a big difference. They make a really big difference. Is Morrow worth the plus 30 signature item? Plus 20 will work. Plus 30 on Morrow does take a little bit of RNG. So a lot of players don't like this RNG, but most of the time it doesn't make a difference. But the plus 20, yes, you definitely want to have. Plus 30 doesn't make really a big difference. What Celestial or Hypogen to go for first? First choice, of course, is Twins. Guys, the Twins are the hero you really want to build first, for the simple fact that nobody has really the utility that they do with their Super Psycho Haste ability. It's really the hero you're going to have the most utility out of, that you're going to use for more things within AFK Arena. They're used in almost all the boss comp formations. They're used in most of the Twisted Realm formations. You know, the Trial of God, when it comes to a lot of different aspects of AFK Arena, they are going to be the heroes that you're going to utilize. The utility of them is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how much utility they have. And here, guys, we got to look 12%. So we got our little 12% under here, which is awesome. Completed another boss stage. So we only have 8 more stages, guys, and we are into chapter 38, which is awesome. Wall of Legends, we are number 5, so almost to 38. Have a couple more spots. Then, of course, the tower, we are still number 2. I was power stuck with the tower. I couldn't make any more progression in there, but we're definitely doing pretty well. I can compete with 10 people 10 levels above me. Now they swapped and built Merlin, built Rowan. Yeah, King, honestly, levels. The crystal levels will make a very, very big difference when it comes to the amount. Because remember, guys, crystal levels affects every hero. Where, you know, you have a build in here for the Elder Tree, it only affects the heroes within a specific class. The Resonating Crystal will 100% be every single hero that you have in there. All right, guys, so that will do it. We're just above an hour right now, but that will do it for our Sunday live stream. Catch it next Sunday for the next live stream. We've been doing this every week for probably well over a year now. Very cool to see. We are significantly over our 20,000 subscribers, which is crazy. We did the giveaway. The winner has already gotten their gift card. They were super stoked, which is awesome. All right, guys, 37-52. We'll continue to make some progression, but we maxed out Mishka all the way to Ascended. We did get that new frame, which we can actually pop right on here. Where is she? There's Mishka. And then I also, the purple frame, kind of going with different heroes, but we'll go with this one. The Crescent Flower with Mishka will be the new look for our brand new hero. All right, guys, so like I said, that will do it for the live stream for today. Thank you guys for joining us for the progression. We are really getting ready for chapter 38. I'm super stoked. This is the furthest account that I have. Most of the accounts are in 36. If you guys have checked it out. We are 37. We are almost into 38. This is pre-nerf territory, guys, so it does take a considerable amount of time to get through here. So again, thank you guys for joining us. All the love and support for the YouTube channel, guys. We're coming up on 21,000 subscribers already, which is kind of crazy. And as always, thank you guys for watching.